South Africa, a country of adventure, diversity and natural beauty. 54 of the world's best bartenders are using the world's best spirits to compete in a series of grueling challenges.
They really have to prove to the judges that they are world class.
They need a measure of confidence.
Once that clock starts, it's on.
Go! Can be anybody's game.
A flair for the creative. And the ability to stay calm under pressure.
One missed step can throw everything out, and I've seen bartenders completely collapse.
Tell Chris, super glue. If we don't super glue it, then I can't do this competition.
But only one will be crowned the world's best bartender.
My honor to announce the winner.
This is World Class Bartender of the Year 2015. The Rainbow Nation, where there are 11 official languages. A perfect location for the world's biggest bar competition.
World class!
And with every good bartender comes bags of equipment.
To open the boxes, I forgot the keys, but I can open it.
Settling in, hopefully all their luggage has landed in one piece or two.
This is the bag with all the cool stuff in. Looks like my edible shimmer has exploded everywhere, which is a good sign.
I need a screwdriver to open the boxes. I forgot the keys in Germany.
That's okay. So I'm very, very happy.
It's working. That's the first challenge, to open boxes with screwdrivers.
But with the real challenges just around the corner, it's time to meet the judges. Spike Marchant, with 20 years' experience in the cocktail industry, he's seen it all.
To win me over, a bartender's got to look me in the eye, make me a great drink, show me why they love bartending so much.
Julie Rayner, one of the world's most influential bartenders and the owner of multiple award-winning bars.
Over the past 15 years, I've had some of the best bartenders in the world come through my door. I'm very good at picking out a great bartender and knowing what it takes to be the best.
Charles Joly, internationally recognized as a leader in his field and last year's winner.
Having won World Class 2014, I know exactly what it feels like to be in their shoes. You want to win it for a multitude of reasons. You're representing your country. You get to be the ambassador for our craft. You become part of this pretty cool club of people that get to go around and spread the love of bartending. They've got a wild ride ahead of them.
All 54 bartenders have already won their national rounds, but now they find out what lies ahead on the world stage in Cape Town.
Over the next few days, you'll face a variety of challenges to test your creative flair and also your ability to entertain. Only 6 of you will go through to take part in the very last challenge. 1 of you will go on to be crowned World Class Champion 2015.
We're all very, very excited. I think everybody's starting to get a little nervous because it's real now.
With the introductions over, the bartenders head out to the Cape Town Challenge Arena for Against the Clock.
The first challenge is a steep one. It's against the clock.
The bartenders have to make 10 cocktails in 10 minutes.
These need to be 10 finished servable drinks.
With this challenge, it's all about speed and efficiency without compromising quality.
This is the one that's littered with so many obstacles.
I've been on the other side of it. I know exactly what these guys and girls are going through.
One missed step can throw everything out.
The worst thing that could happen is somebody lets that mistake get to them, as opposed to just kind of rolling with the punches.
Generally, you want to see different techniques for every single cocktail.
I want to see light, bright, and refreshing drinks. I want to see stirred drinks, different glassware.
And I want to be entertained.
In this challenge, clock stops, 10 minutes, hands off. You haven't finished your drinks? No joy.
This is a world-class competition. You know, you got to bring it all.
In preparation for this challenge, the bartenders have an array of techniques and lucky charms.
I try to do like a little meditation, always. I try to visualize. I'm definitely confident I'm gonna do it before 9 minutes.
Antonio,
Yeah?
what's going on with your shoes? Are they for good luck?
Yeah, the goal is always luck, right? Hopefully shine on the stage.
With the speed challenge, essentially, it's the ultimate test of a bartender. The speed round kind of always separates the men from the boys.
And the women from the girls.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm Tess Posthumus. I'm 27 years old and I'm representing the Netherlands. I come from a family full of lawyers and doctors. My dad is a surgeon, my mom is a nurse. I studied law for a year. Wasn't my thing. But next to my studies, I always worked in the hospitality industry, and that was my true passion.
In the past, you were always mixing things. I remember you going into my bathroom cabinet and taking the hairspray and the mousse and mixing it together.
So it was either a scientist or a mixologist. So I made this spicy apricot chutney because in South Africa they eat a lot of chutney. So yeah, comes with me. Yeah, ready to kick ass.
Hold on to your shakers. It's against the clock. And joining the Netherlands are Canada and Australia.
3, 2, 1, go!
In the first drink I was making, while I was modeling it, I saw that there was a piece of the blue plastic in the drink, so I threw it out and started over. After that, I just wasn't in the flow anymore.
7 minutes!
Maybe I was being a bit too cheeky. I did mess up a little bit.
But I had the most unfortunate mishap. And it splashed on my face. For a lot of people, perhaps that would shake them, but I just kept on working.
It's closing in. We have 2 minutes left.
I forgot 2 syrups, which were included in 4 cocktails. So 4 cocktails were awful.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step away from the bar.
It was unfortunate.
Time's up, and the Netherlands complete a neat 10 cocktails. However, Australia and Canada are feeling the strain with only 8.
Had I had 10 minutes and 10 seconds, I would have finished all 10.
The drinks looked good, but if you tasted them, not so much.
I guess maybe I just bit off more than I could chew. I mean, like, obviously, I'm quite hard on myself, so I was a little bit down.
It was a mosey the whole time.
But the drink I've got is delicious. It's stunning.
It's fantastic.
Even the best bartenders make mistakes.
She's got this fantastic approach to flavour, seasoning. That's all of her own ingredients. But we had that one problem.
I still think that I'm in the running.
As time ticks away, the pressure cranks up.
I had a glass that broke, but I think I got a pretty seamless new glass come right in.
Oh, the music's getting a bit intense. I'm quite nervous. Oh. So my dexterity is very bad.
Like one side of your brain just doesn't work?
I don't think my whole brain works, to be completely honest.
Step away from the glasses.
Time's up, but one bartender pushes his luck.
If I get one more thing, just have to put the clouds on it.
Well, you can't.
I would have certainly liked to have seen an original cocktail from him as well.
We're halfway through the day. We've seen quite a lot of the bartenders. What do you think so far?
There have been some hits and some misses.
Hoping he's on target, this mixologist believes he has a shot at winning the competition.
My name's Ali Reynolds, I'm 31, I'm representing GB at World Class 2015. Been bartending now for 12 years. Being the person to represent GB is like the pinnacle of it all. Working and living in London is very much a luxury, there's a lot available.
Can I get the ginger and the chilies? Thank you very much.
If we can utilise exactly what we have on our doorstep for serving day-to-day to customers, it's a real advantage. That's when I'm kind of like in my element, I guess. So against the clock, I've got quite a few tricks up my sleeve for that one. There's a few GB flags, there's a sword, just all will be revealed later on. But yeah, there's a few bits coming with me. I'm gonna go for 10 drinks, 10 minutes. It's probably the round I've rehearsed the most.
Joining Ali in the final heat are Hong Kong, Puerto Rico and Israel.
3, 2, 1, go!
I was feeling a little uncomfortable, so I just took off my jacket and I threw it to the bar captain.
Welcome to Africa!
It was kind of hectic. It was kind of working under pressure.
9 minutes!
Barraging a bottle of champagne is always a nice thing to do.
This is the way that how we make drinks. I'm always being hyperactive.
Half time gone.
I felt a sudden calm and it was beautiful. Woo! It's here!
I did my little salsa dance so they could see in Puerto Rico what salsa is.
3 minutes to go.
When you work in a busy bar, you double shake, you double stir, you do everything that you can in order to get the orders out. Just the way I roll, man.
Mistake, not really. I don't think I have any. No.
We have 1 minute to go.
I said I would do it in 9 minutes, but I actually wanted to play more with the crowd and the drama, so I postponed it a little so people will be more excited.
Everything went according to plan. The drinks were ready, and I even went out with a bang.
3, 2, 1.
All four have got their measures in order by producing 10 cocktails.
You don't like garnishes?
If it looks pretty and it's there without any extras, then leave it be.
I want to go to his bar.
It was a good round.
What a great first day. What a great first challenge. I can't wait for tomorrow to do more challenge. I'm ready.
Time for the judges to sum up their day.
First challenge, and we've seen some fantastic bartending today.
We saw some mistakes and some stressed out people.
This is raw bartending at its finest.
Not everyone got out 10 drinks.
The bartenders who really showed us their personality, they separated themselves from the pack.
You know, after doing this last year, it was nice to be on this side. And certainly a lot less stressful, although this is not an easy decision.
Coming up, a taste of local cuisine.
Ostrich burger.
They always put their head
down, yes.
And the bartenders get into some sticky situations.
Stuff's rich, huh? Well, thick, huh?
We're in South Africa, where 54 of the world's best bartenders dashed through a test of speed.
Show my kung fu!
Now it's their last chance to stir things up to reach the final 6 in the street food jam.
In the street food challenge, the bartenders have to choose 2 South African dishes and then pair 2 cocktails that they've created with those dishes.
So the bartenders are going to walk in the room, meet the chef, he'll explain the food to them.
We're asking the bartenders to taste dishes they've never had on the spot.
Where this challenge differs from many of the others, they can't prepare for it.
Someone might taste something and have an aha moment. I'd love to be introduced to that.
If you can't understand what goes together, you're not going to make it.
The other component of the challenge is the spirits that we want them to use.
The first dish is paired with Zacapa rum, aged above the clouds of Guatemala. And the second dish is paired with Ketel One vodka, uniquely distilled in Schiedam, Holland.
I am Bob Nolet, the 11th generation at our family distillery. We've been distilling since 1691. So the unique part of Ketel One vodka is the pot still. Ketel One gets its name from pot still number 1. That is where our father first distilled Ketel One in. We use the column still, the modern distilling techniques, with the old world crafts from our pot still number 1. We as a family approve every batch. So when the moment comes to ship our product around the world, we are always very proud to see that happen. A lot of people think vodka is tasteless, but actually when you put them next to each other on room temperature, you will find out there is a big difference actually. Some are very harsh, some have an aftertaste. To describe our product, we looked at the 4 Fs: fragrance, flavor, feel and finish. So when you smell our vodka, we're looking for that fresh note, so that crispy side of the wheat. In the flavor of our vodka, we're looking for the citrus side. So the feel is really important. The tingle, that lively tingle, the mouth coating feel. The finish, that long finish that goes on and on and on. That is unique.
To win this competition, you need to be fully focused. And sometimes that means leaving important things behind.
I got married 2 days ago, and my husband, Jonathan, is a chef. My husband and I collectively decided that he wouldn't be coming with to South Africa because this is 1 week out of your entire life that you can just really be in the moment. I'm not nervous about this challenge because I feel like this is the real test of my expertise and prowess in this industry.
The worst dish would come up for me in this challenge would be something which is for Western standards very weird. So like skin or intestines or like all those creepy things.
It's time for the fussy eaters to bottle up their fears and choose 2 dishes to pair with 2 cocktails.
6 dishes, 3 meat and 3 fish. The first one is an octopus salad, a very mild Malay curry.
I did a little bit of research into South African cuisine. I was prepared for that one.
Smoked snook is very strong as flavor, very salty. Yeah.
I was really dreading there being a lot of fish options. I can't taste this.
You can't.
I'm allergic to all fish, unfortunately.
Being South African doesn't help me at all in this challenge, I think.
The boerewors is a South African sausage. Next, ostrich burger. You know what ostrich is?
They always put their head
down, yes. Yeah.
Never had ostrich before.
Really?
No.
And they make big eggs like this.
Okay.
To match ingredients and drink 2 dishes, it's a tough challenge.
Do I have to tell you now?
Yes.
Octopus and what else?
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Any last tips for me?
Throw it all out there. Don't be too conservative.
The bartenders experiment with flavours to make their last cocktails before the 54 are cut to 6.
Oh my God. I never found this in Hong Kong. Interesting.
After a shaky start in the Against the Clock challenge, can Canada use her culinary skills to score top marks?
I'm going to start with the Kettle 1 cocktail, which is called the Kalahari. I chose to do the octopus dish as my starter. I would say probably the most complicated to pair. Manzana apple liqueur, juice, celery, and cucumber, lime juice, and agave syrup, just a ½ ounce. A few pieces of ginger. The reason why I like to have it with octopus is that it's something light and refreshing to just bounce right in with that. Notice the shaker did not explode.
Lauren's Zacapa rum-based cocktail consists of triple sec, lime juice and pineapple to pair up with the Malay curry.
The judges, they seemed really into my cocktails.
If there's one thing she knows, it's flavors.
I think she nailed this.
Challenge over, and Lauren is straight on the phone to her husband.
I think I totally nailed my food challenge. And the street food jam, yeah, it was pretty rad. It was great to make him proud.
I kind of sat at home yesterday and thought about my non-garnish drinks.
Julie told me that none of my drinks had garnishes.
This is a fork and garnish.
So I garnished every drink and made sure it was there.
I've never had Zacapa with olives before.
Me neither, this is the
So
first.
I was really intrigued.
Presentation-wise, I think it looked good.
No, this is a really professional bartender.
It's a good start before you even taste anything, you know?
We have our dolphin, and you guys take a sip of this. I really love bananas, and I had this weird thing where I was making all my cocktails with bananas for a while.
This, personally, I don't think it does them any favors.
I think it's fun. I disagree, Spike.
Banana liqueur.
Did you say banana?
Banana can be fun. That will make the whole experience South Africa!
He's right up there.
Next up, this bartender hopes he has all the ingredients to win.
My name's Tyson Bueller. I'm 31 years old, and I'm representing the United States. I'm originally from Kansas, and so New York was quite a bit of a change for me. I've been in the restaurant industry my whole life. After college, I decided to go to culinary school down in Arizona until I kind of got behind the bar and realized this is where I felt most comfortable. I think for the street food jam round, I really have kind of a leg up on some competitors because of my culinary background. Charles Jolie from Chicago won the whole competition last year, so I've got some big shoes to fill right now. You gonna bring it back home? We're gonna try, absolutely. There's so many people that are supporting me throughout this. You don't want to fail them as well.
Does Tyson have enough punch in his cocktails?
All right, so I'm gonna be doing the, I'm definitely gonna mispronounce it, but bourgeois? Boerewors, I believe. Really the thing that kind of shined in this dish for me was the grilled sausage aspect of it. So you had that really nice smoke coming through. To me, it felt very calming and natural, just talking about food. That dried mango, it's incredible. So it adds a little bit of spice and a little bit of fruit. Starting off with a little bit of Angostura bitters. Just do a little bit of banana liqueur. I keep going back to sherry when I pair cocktails with food. It must be my wine background coming through. And then I took the Zacapa and I infused it with dried apricots to kind of really pair with that tomato mango jam. A little bit of aromatics as well.
Thank you.
The pairings went really well, so I hope the judges enjoyed.
He has culinary training, certainly, and it's clear.
Was it really surprising? No.
To separate yourself from the chasing pack. It's the attention to detail which makes the difference between winning and losing.
So we're going to start off with nice Cape fig syrup.
The sausage is a little smoky, so I want to give it a little cherry. Zacapa 23.
Some beautiful kettle wine.
Oh dear.
I'm just a person who wants to balance every drink in a good way.
Oh, man, this stuff's rich, huh?
It's thick.
Huh? It's thick,
It's like
yeah,
molasses.
for sure.
It's surprising that he chose to use maple syrup in both cocktails.
The Sea Point Sunrise.
This is called the shark bite.
It's a safe pairing, for sure.
This is say goodnight to the ostrich.
If you just made that up, that's good.
With a place in the final 6 on the line, it's up to Jack to step up to the plate.
If I perform badly in this one, I could probably say I'm out. My name's Jack Sotti, I'm 26 years old and I'm representing Australia. I really love bartending because as well as being my job, it's also my hobby and my social life all rolled into one. I just opened up a new bar as general manager. I'm probably doing about 3 shifts on the bar a week, so I'm feeling rusty at the moment. But you know, it's like riding a bike. Yeah, you never lose it.
Hello.
Hello. Mum was a little bit poorly leading up to the competition, so she was in and out of hospital for the last month. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm a lot better than I was.
It just makes you kind of put everything into perspective, and it makes you want to just take life by the horns and just do your best.
Good luck.
Thank you, love you a lot. If I were to win World Class 2015, it would mean the world to me. Absolutely life-changing.
Has Jack done enough to get back in the mix?
For the crayfish curry, I wanted to create a cocktail that's going to lighten and brighten up those really strong, intense flavours. You know, I knew I was going to do a shaken twist on a sherry cobbler. So we're starting with a base of Kettle One, Fino Sherry. I just know those flavours are quite customisable and mouldable to different things. That nuttiness is going to pair really well with the nice spices and the cumin in the curry. So that's just 25 mils of banana puree. A little bit of agave nectar. I used like a local South African ingredient called a sour fig, which was really cool.
Jack's second cocktail is a Zacapa rum-based drink, flavoured with coffee and pineapple to pair with kudu, meaning antelope carpaccio.
I had clear reasoning behind my use of ingredients. I just hope the judges think that the matches with the food are as good as I did.
His tempo today was brilliant.
I do feel like I performed well, and I feel like I could be back in the comp.
It's delicious, and it goes so well with that curry.
While the bartenders gather their thoughts overlooking Cape Town, the judges discuss their chances.
Street Food Jam, our Cape Town food challenge, is over.
That was exciting.
And what's been interesting is seeing the bartenders that maybe yesterday stumbled in against the clock pick it up today.
Today was a new day, and a lot of people really embraced that. It was great.
How about the bartenders who gave us something to look at? That was great.
Every single thing counts. Presentation, that could be enough to not get someone through to the next round.
You know, we've got to get 54 incredible bartenders down to 6.
It's anybody's game here.
It's just not a math problem that I'd like to do.
Let's go.
Next time, we find out who from the 54 will make the final 6.
I'm praying for a top 6 tonight.
I think I've done enough.
To face a grueling 24-hour challenge.
To be a part of this competition, it means a lot to me.
It can be anybody's game.
And who goes on to be crowned World-Class Bartender of the Year?
It's my honor to announce the winner.
South Africa, a country of adventure, diversity and natural beauty. 54 of the world's best bartenders have travelled here to compete in a series of grueling challenges.
They really have to prove to the judges that they are world-class.
But only one will be crowned the world's best bartender.
It's my honor to announce the winner.
This is World-Class Bartender of the Year 2015. The judges have watched these world-class bartenders showcase their skills in 2 very different tasks.
Go!
First up, against the clock, tested their ability to stay calm under pressure.
So I'm quite nervous.
And make 10 drinks in just 10 minutes. Next was the Street Food Jam, where they had to pair 2 cocktails with 2 traditional South African dishes.
I've never had ostrich before.
Really?
No.
Some who had failed to make an early impression made their mark here.
Presentation-wise, I think it looked good.
Fabulous.
I still think that I'm in the running.
The judges, Spike Marchant, Charles Jolie and Julie Rayner, must now choose just 6 from the 54 bartenders to take through to the final round.
I do everything for top 6. I do my best.
Antonio Lai came with a great reputation.
Has he done enough to make it through, though? I don't know.
If I'm lucky enough to be the top 6, super.
She has been so impressive. I loved her food round. She's charming.
I'm praying for top 6 tonight. That's the one thing I said to everyone before I left. Like, that's all I'm aiming for.
He might be teetering on the edge.
What about Michi from Japan, though?
He really has a beautiful style about him when he mixes cocktails.
A word about Jack.
He fumbled in his speed round, but that food pairing challenge, he was brilliant.
Okay, Julie, Charles, I think we've got our top 6. This is where the competition gets demanding. The first bartender through is Michito Kaneko! Vyacheslav Shira! The next place is Manolis Likiadopoulos! Ali Reynolds! One last place. And at this point, I'm going to say a few words about 3 bartenders. Jack, today, you were magnificent. Tess Posthumus from the Netherlands. You have exceptional natural charm, but have you got what it takes? Antonio Lai. Antonio, please come forward. Ladies and gentlemen, the last person is Jack from Australia!
Pretty cool.
Hey, man. One of the 6 best bartenders in the world. Love you.
I really thought it was going to be hard. I really thought so, too. I was more disappointed that a lady didn't make it into the final 6, and that kind of sucks. But that's what we have to look forward to for next year.
It's crazy. I still can't believe we are a small country and I'm in top 6. It's like, wow.
I feel like I just let the whole country down, but hopefully not. Hopefully they still like me.
I really, really, really wanted to do the top 6. It was so close, yet so far.
But there is no time to celebrate as the final 6 are whisked away and immediately get started on the ultimate final challenge to create a pop-up bar in just 24 hours.
They have to design it, they have to create the cocktails, and they have to wow us.
They've got to put a full concept together and then have enough energy left to actually entertain us and make us great cocktails when we show up.
The winner, they're going to have to combine everything. It's got to be aesthetically pleasing, look great, and then the drinks have got to deliver. I mean, a failure in any one of those areas is not going to win you the title.
It may look like an empty room, but to the bartenders, it's a blank canvas on which their dreams of running a pop-up bar can be realised.
This is my space, this is my bar.
In just 23 hours and counting, this room must contain 6 fully functioning pop-up bars.
僕自身がオーナーバーテンダーなので、ありますし得意だと思います。
The finalists return to their Cape Town hotel knowing the clock is ticking. Each bartender has now been given a team to work with and an office from which they'll map out the concept for their bars. Jack's bar will be called Luminaire, and already he has a clear idea of how he wants his bar to look.
It's all about alchemy and looking to the past, and they thought everything was amazing and everything was magical. Mahogany and, like, you know, the smell of smoke and stuff. So, like, you walk in and you instantly smell things and you see things before you taste anything.
Machito aims to play on the symmetry between his name, meaning road, and the Johnny Walker Striding Man logo. His bar will be called Travelling Man, and he's pinning his title hopes on a Johnny Walker cocktail infused with seawater and maple syrup. Meanwhile, Ariel is briefing his team on his concept, The Secret Garden.
This would be a Victorian colony in Africa. So plants, grass floor, bird cages. I'm thinking this for the back bar.
That is very cool.
In gold. Hi, Ima. Hi, Ima. My name is Ariel Leisgold. I'm 34 years old and I come from Tel Aviv, Israel. Growing up, I always dreamt to be a bartender. I grew up in a house that was very hospitable. I would see my mother entertaining with such ease, with such flair. That was always inspiring to me. And about a year ago, I've opened Bellboy. It's a modern cocktail bar with a quirky view and a classic perspective. World class is, I believe, the Oscars of the bartending world.
I am very proud of you.
My kid brother, you're the best in Israel, and I know you're the best in the world, so go and kick some butt.
Thank you. My dad says hi.
In the early hours, Manolis bravely attempts to describe the concept of his bar, based on the Pythagorean theory of the relationship between the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio.
The golden ratio, 1.618. You know it? No.
Thankfully, his signature serve is a somewhat simpler spiral martini. Ali from Great Britain is sticking to what he knows best, an English pub.
If we can find a Guinness tap to go in the middle,
That would be sick.
that'd be cool. If we can maybe get the punch through the tap, that'd be even better.
Vita is battling exhaustion to explain to his team the concept of his Spice Market-themed bar. He's working up an idea to display spices in boxes with a clever twist.
The boxes will be pictures, but the spices will be real. To the pictures, you know, but it will be like boxes, and inside will be real spices.
And how will you keep the spices on the wall?
It's nail, you know.
Nails?
Yeah, or something, whatever.
OK, well, let's hope he nails his championship serve, which will be a spicy Negroni.
Right now, I need some sleep.
We've still got so much work to do, so I'm going to smash this espresso and then get on with it. That's the plan.
It's the morning after the night before, and in just 10 hours, the pop-up bars will open. The finalists head out into Cape Town to look for bar dressing and ingredients.
They've all got the same amount of money.
So they really have to be smart about where that money goes. You know, is it glassware? Is it lighting?
You can't have a bar without a pumpkin. It's great to hug and caress.
It's going to be really interesting, the choices they make.
Ariel is pulling in favours across the city to realise his dream of bringing a Victorian garden bar to life. He somehow blagged a phone call with one of the country's top florists.
Is there any way that you can just work with me here and do it for a bit less? Yeah, let's do it, let's do it. And as quickly as you can get it to the watershed. We're gonna pay 4,000 Rand for the plant lady. She's gonna do quite a lot.
With his budget blown on flowers, Ariel must now rely on another of his finely honed skills, haggling.
Okay, can you make a small discount for a student?
It's right here. How do you mean small?
As big as you can manage it. Done.
This student puts on a masterclass in how to barter your way to glory.
1,200.
To complement the floral paradise he's creating, Ariel's championship serve will be gin-based. He's using Tanqueray No. 10, an extraordinary gin distilled from fresh citrus and created to make the perfect martini. London is the spiritual home of gin, so world-class mixologist Tom Ask is here to delve into its unique history.
Gin is one of the world's most popular spirits, and it was right here on Grape Street, formerly Vine Street, where a young Charles Tanqueray established his first distillery and set out to create the world's greatest gin. With gin, we can also make what is, without doubt, the most iconic cocktail throughout the history of mixed drinks, the dry martini. We're going to use what is arguably one of the best gins ever created, which is Tanqueray No. 10. We're going to use 50 millilitres. We're then going to add around 10 millilitres of dry vermouth. Now, two of the key points about a martini are dilution and temperature. So we're going to add ice and we're going to stir this down to release the delicate aromatics, particularly things like the fresh grapefruit, lime and orange. I'm simply going to strain this martini into my chilled glass, like so. I'm going to twist the zest over the top. So what we have here is, without doubt, the perfect aperitif cocktail. The dry martini with the Tanqueray No. 10.
Another bartender using gin in his championship serve is Jack. Luminaire blends Tanqueray 10 with a secret potion that last night he bottled and gave to each of the judges.
I put together some lovely little invitations for the judges sent to their rooms last night. You know, there's a little bit of anticipation of I'll be standing out before they walk in the room.
The alchemists, potions and lotions, already he's planted a seed. Very clever.
Coming up, blood.
Tell Chris, super glue. If we don't super glue it, then I can't do this competition.
Sweat. And beers.
Thank you, Ireland.
Done.
And we reveal the world's best bartender.
It's my honor to announce the winner.
In Cape Town, 6 of the world's best bartenders are now just one challenge away from the world-class crown. They're each building a pop-up bar in just 24 hours. However, by 10 a.m., only one of the bartenders has managed to stick to his schedule.
僕の名前は金子光人です。今34歳で日本の代表として来ます。こういった奈良の景色を見ながら散歩するのが僕のリラックスの方法ですね。自分の中のカクテルにインスピレーションが非常に湧いてきます。自分の経営しているオーナーバーテンダーであるランプバーでございますが、今年このランプバーをオープンいたしまして、その時のデザインを自分で考えました。自分がもしワールドクラスグローバルで優勝できたら、一番身近で支えてくれた奥さんとあとやっぱり来たいので、一番最初に連絡すると思います。
でまたその後練習？
その後店やって終わってから朝6時ぐらいまでずっと反復練習して、いよいよ自分に行動とかカクテルをすり込んでいく段階にしていこうかなと。
まあでもあんま無理しないように毎日毎日やもんね。
まあでもね、自分は優勝する可能性はあると思います。その準備をしていると思います。
Most of the finalists are back in the kitchens, prepping their cocktails in large batches to serve from the bars later.
This is how we make cocktails in Straya.
Ali is gambling the title on a Zacapa rum-laced Guinness punch that will take pride of place in his English pub. And he has a trick up his sleeve. He's hoping to pour his punch through a fully working draft beer tap. His captain has found one, but it'll cost him.
It would mean you'd do the whole of the budget on that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, let's do it.
With 4 hours on the clock, the travelling man Machito hits the road for Cape Town's watershed. But the hours of meticulous planning come unstuck when he discovers the back bar wall is made of plasterboard. He'd assumed it was a real wall, and most of his designs rely on hanging heavy objects around the Striding Man logo. With an hour remaining, Machito has found a solution and has managed to attach the suitcase to achieve a 3D element to the Striding Man logo. And Ariel isn't letting the grass grow beneath his feet either. The florist has delivered the goods just in time.
You do not believe how much I appreciate this.
Half an hour left and the centrepiece to Ali's English pub is finally set up and ready to test.
So the pumps here, this is the one thing that I really wanted.
All his hopes hinge on the next 30 seconds.
I'm really nervous now. Is the gas on? Did we turn the gas back on? Yeah? I think it's the best beer in the world.
結構焦って。
Ladies and gentlemen, we have 5 minutes.
Moments before the judges arrive, disaster for Jack.
Cut my finger just before the competition. Joe, can you grab the super glue from my thing?
Seriously?
Yes. If we don't super glue it, then I can't do this competition.
The paramedics bandage him up just in time. How has that affected his nerves?
So I was nervous, but I'm not nervous anymore. It's great. I just feel a bit lightheaded.
The judges will visit each bar and try 3 cocktails, starting with Ariel's Secret Garden Bar, then to Manolis's Golden Ratio, Vita's Spicy Bar, Ali's Pub Yellow Hammer, Jack's Luminaire, and finally the Travelling Man by Machito. First up, Ariel's lush and lavish Secret Garden Bar.
Welcome to my happy place.
It's beautiful. Did you find these here or did you bring them with you?
No, these ones are 100% Jewish.
Kosher hummingbirds.
Can his championship serve live up to its opulent surroundings?
Madame.
Spike, I want to go to this bar in New York City.
Next to be visited by the judges is Manolis's Golden Ratio Bar.
Hello, welcome to our home.
As he serves their cocktails, he also gives them a quick rundown on the hidden link between mathematics and theology.
On those rare occasions, we're going to walk out of a cocktail bar smarter than when we went in. Yeah? Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Vita's Spicy Bar is next on the hit list, but it doesn't start well when he tastes his serve from the glass he's about to present to the judges.
I'm gonna have a pet peeve. Strawing from the glass that you're serving to us in drives me nuts.
Both that's kind of a...
You do that in the mixing glass, you do that in the tin, you don't do it in the glass.
Ali's ready to turn on the charm in his English pub, Yellow Hammer.
Well, I've put a cocktail on tap for you.
Go on.
Okay, sure. There's Guinness in here, there's Ron Zacapa and Johnny Walker Blue. I think you find that that's going to be my only moment to show off. It's an absolute pleasure. Please come back. Lovely to see you again.
Now fully bandaged, it's Jack's time to shine at his bar Luminaire. As requested, Spike has brought along the mysterious potion. Now all will be revealed.
So we're going to just add this to your Luminaire cocktail. And then once we just give it a little stir, we should bring a little bit of lightness to the situation. And the transformation is complete. So that's a pH indicator, the purple carrot reduction.
Can Machito put aside the strains of the bar build earlier to produce the winning cocktail? He uses apple juice, maple syrup, seawater mist, Johnny Walker infused with cypress, and butter.
足跡のようにつけてまいります。黄金の歴史の上にこのカクテルをゴールデンクロニクルです。どうぞお待たせしました。
In each cocktail, what he's done, and he's tied it together, the common theme is really giving respect to the base spirit, and they really highlight it in each cocktail.
After last night's challenge, our 6 bartenders have finally got some time to enjoy Cape Town.
How cool is that?
All right. Being your captain today, welcome to Tabletop Mountain.
It's gorgeous.
While the finalists enjoy the view, our 3 judges have a tough decision to make.
These 6 really were consistent, and I think that's the key to winning this competition.
Ariel, our Israeli bartender, has been really solid every single round.
He's going to be a tough one to beat.
Vidislav, man, if there's anything that I would have liked to seen him do, it was just take a little bit more risk. It's a little bit safe and didn't really show what he knows and what he can do.
Yeah. I really liked what Ali did last night. I enjoyed it.
I mean, definitely turned it on when he needed to keep himself in the game.
Somebody else who I really enjoyed was Manolis.
Well, I don't find him as captivating as some of the other bartenders.
Michi-san, his cocktails, each one took you to a different location.
Yeah, he really represented Japanese bar culture in his cocktails and in his bar design.
Jack Sotti's, I love his kind of casual approach, but he manages to kind of roll with the punches and still deliver.
It's pretty life-changing for all of them. It's going to be remarkable for one, though.
The judges have made their decision. As the finalists get ready for the announcement, they know there's nothing more they can do.
I'm just looking forward to standing on that stage with the 5 other guys and just embracing that moment, because it's going to be amazing.
I feel anxious. I kind of want to get it over with.
There's going to be 6 bartenders just waiting, just thinking, is it going to be my name that gets called out tonight?
For the final 6, the journey has come to its end. Their craftsmanship has been put to the test over 2 grueling rounds and 1 epic 24-hour task. Now one of them will be crowned the new World-Class Bartender of the Year. Announcing this year's winner is judge and 2014 champion, Charles Joly.
It's my honor to announce and welcome to the Hall of Fame the winner, Michito Kaneko from Japan.
名前を呼ばれるまでは頭の中で名前を呼ばれて Yes.
Well, I'm a bit disappointed, in all truthfulness. I thought I'd had it. I thought that I did, well, for sure I did my best.
Super pleased that the crown's going over to Japan. I'd love it to come back to the UK, but I've had a great time.
このトロフィーはやっぱり自分の誇りでもあります。はい。
The curtain closes on another world-class showdown. Cape Town has seen the very best bartenders use the world's best spirits in competition for the ultimate crown. World-Class Bartender of the Year.